if a woman cheats on me, the first thing I'm gonna say is like, "Oh shit, I was in a relationship with a hoe," and I'm like, "I'm out." Damn, I'm so dumb. Why didn't I see the signs? And I'm done.
Or you can think this. Damn, I wasn't giving that D right, was I? Because it could be that.
Come on,
I'm
Ru.
just
Come
saying.
on, voice. We never thinking that. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just your
Women,
karma.
women will
I
cheat
don't care how
on
I could be the
dudes
worst thing
who
in
have
bed.
the
You cheat on
best
me. That
sex,
is not the
worst
first thought.
sex, most money, less
We
money.
get time for that.
None of that matters.
Anybody got?
Do
Anybody
y'all
got?
realize
No,
that?
no, for real though. No, but guys will
He can have
leave
the
because
best
they're not
sex, most
tolerating it.
money, whatever. She still can cheat on him if she wants to.
Right.
I was just giving her real. Ain't no way in hell I'm thinking. I could have been the worst thing since sliced, worst
You
thing
ain't thinking
since
that.
the square wheel in the bed, and I'm still gonna be like, fuck that shit. I'm out. I'm not gonna be over here talking about some man. I wonder what I did to make her. Nah, fuck that. That's just wild. Y'all, sometimes Mr. Let Go is right in some aspects. Sometimes y'all need to just take advice. Y'all need to take our route. Drop his ass just like we drop him.
I can't
Mhm.
Don't stick
believe
around.
you. I can't
We keep it
believe
moving. But
you.
let me answer the question. Cause you know what this reminds me of? Y'all ever heard somebody that says that they're gonna wait till their deathbed to repent their sins so they can get into heaven? Like that's what that reminds me of when dudes get because what they see themselves doing is they find themselves about to get into a situation, and in order for them, they in hopes of that situation working out and doing great, they say, "Man, I gotta go in and hurry up and apologize to all these women that I fucked over, so that when I go into this relationship, I get the good karma of the relationship." All that's bullshit because most of them still the same person that they're apologizing for. You would still like you go and you apologize to all these women in your past, and you still the same nigga that fucked them over. You just hope, and then you go into this next relationship, and that's why you get the same results over and over again because you still the same person. Apologizing doesn't fix that. Going back and going through your Rolodex of women that you fucked over is not gonna fix the person that you are. People who wind up figuring it out, did the work, and made the changes. So apologizing to women in your past is not gonna make you a better person to the person in your future. Being the better person is gonna make you a better person in your future relationships. There ain't no amount of apologizing you can do in the world to fix that. That's what dude remind me of when you got the overalls on with no shirt on with a bunch of chains on. Come on, bro. You look like one of those epic F boys that's still doing the same shit and you just using it as a way
Thank you.
to make yourself look good or make yourself feel good about each situation that you walk into.
Yep.
Big
And
Cuddy,
it
I had to
shows
get some overalls.
under
Big
his
Trav,
overall,
because
ain't talking about shit.
because I went through that process to some extent, I still feel like he genuinely meant that. It may be a hint of what you're saying, Sweeney, that he hoping that in the future it don't happen because it's all fun until you get shot. You know what I'm saying? When a rabbit get the gun, you know what I'm saying, and you got to deal with the consequence of the action. It'll put life in a different perspective when you're on the other side of it. But at the same time, part of that work do require you to try and make amends because you understand more all the harm you did. Like I think that's the biggest part of the self-reflection. Because you take yourself out of how do I feel about this? How did this affect me? And you look at how it affected everyone, right? And when you can step out and see that, then that perspective allows you to transform and be a better person. It kind of requires that. As long as you selfishly look at everything through the lens of how does this affect me, you never reach the point of self-reflection where you can really encompass all that it requires to have circular interactions and circular where you can give love, get love, receive love, give like you don't reach that point if you can't see the effect on other people.
Right. And Marcus, and I'm with you on that. See, the reason why I don't feel like what he said is genuine because he didn't lead with the work first. When if you go out, you're gonna give somebody advice, you're gonna talk about something that you do, right? You don't lead with I'll just apologize to everybody in the past for what I did. Everybody I fucked over in my past, I just apologize. No, you start with the work that you did to even get to the point where you feel the need to apologize because you've done the work. You understand why you were wrong. You understand all of those things. He didn't lead with that. He just said, "Yeah, I'm when And I apologize every day to every woman in the past. Well, why do you do it? I don't know why I do it. You know what I mean? It just seemed like the good idea at the time. Like, that's how it comes off to me. And I know I may be assuming a lot right now, because don't make assumptions, but but that's what I'm getting from that. It's like, give us the work first, and then, because if you give me the work of what you did to get to that point, then I understand why you're doing it. But you just telling me I'm just going to apologize to everybody in the past, it just sounds like you hoping that it gives you that good karma. He's saying like one of those types that believe in that karma shit. So
I don't want to let me get Erica and Trev in there because they've been in Jasmine. Erica, what are your thoughts about what's going on?
What part?
Be honest. I mean, it's everything. You start with the topic. Black men says men should apologize. We can start there.
I believe that men should apologize. Absolutely. Women should apologize. I believe people should apologize when they're wrong. I just feel like men have a more difficult time because of pride and ego admitting, that they're wrong. Like, I feel like some men feel like apologizing makes them look weak, so they won't do it. I've had a partner that never apologized, because it's hard to admit that you're wrong. It's part of self-preservation. You don't want to admit your faults. You don't want to see yourself in a bad light. So when you have to apologize, that's you admitting that you did something wrong. And it's hard for some people, especially men. I think that maybe for some women, it's, they're not expressing while they're mad, but I can just take that away and just talk about the just blatant, obvious stuff. Like, okay, we had plans and you never showed up, or you never called. Like, you got to know you was wrong for that. Like, why do I have to explain, hey, I'm mad because you were supposed to pick me up at 6:00 because we had dinner plans and you went ghost and you didn't call and I couldn't get in touch with you when I called you. Like, how do you not know that you were wrong? Why do I have to beg and try to get this apology out of you?
It's not begging, it's just articulating what you see that is the problem.
But didn't your mommy teach you right from wrong? Like when you were like growing up, like your woman, your girl, your wife, whoever should not have to explain like blatant things. Hey, you're wrong. Yes, there are times where it's not
Your
so
perception
obvious,
of wrong could be different than my perception of wrong. Like, I used to sell drugs, right? I didn't think me selling drugs was wrong because it was helping me pay bills and take care of my mama and stuff, but it was wrong, right? So you could see two different things and say, hey, this is wrong, but there's something over here that is right. And it's important for two individuals to, on a normal basis, articulate their perceptions of two sides of right and wrong, because we can go down that rabbit hole about right or wrong, and I could easily show you something that may be right to you may be wrong to a man, vice versa. So
you know what?
have to explain your side of right and wrong.
You are correct. So I'll tell you this, because I really truly feel like that one of my superpowers is communication. So when I even get into a situation with a man, before we're even like for real dating and serious and sexual and all of that, I talk about my expectations. I talk about, like, okay, this is what I expect from you. Here are my non-negotiables. So I do say that. So any man that got to the point where he's wronged me, oh, he knew he was wrong, because I already told him, hey, listen, I feel wronged and I feel disrespected when you disappear for, hours, or you stand me up, or these things I feel are wrong. So they know this going in with me. Somebody new, if we're not even there yet. So at that point, I don't never have to talk to you again. So you ain't got to apologize if you don't want to, but you lose me at that point.